Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing a breakdown of the Super Tuesday results. So we have this lovely interactive map here from CNN that we'll be using to go through each of the states that we've got results from, and we will be taking a look at who is going to end up on top in terms of the delegates. We have 509 for Biden, 449 for Sanders, 37 for Warren, 26 for Buttigieg, and then you can continue down. Bloomberg at 19 delegates, Klobuchar at 7, and Gabbard at 1 delegate. So primaries and caucuses. So we will, where should we start? Well, maybe we'll start in Vermont. That was the first projection of the night. Senator Sanders won most of the counties in the state. There was one county, a few counties, 2, 3, a few with a tally, but mostly he was able to win every single county in the state. And so Sanders obviously coming out, sorry about that, Sanders obviously, if we can get our map back, thank you, coming out on top in this. Joe Biden was able to reach viability at 22, so he will also get a few delegates from that. But yeah, okay. Moving on from the state of Vermont, which is Senate Sanders' home state, Virginia was also called at the top of the hour. Biden winning every single county with the exception of Floyd County. Sanders won that 41-35, but overall the picture is clear. Biden trouncing Sanders in Virginia, 53.3 to 23.1. In many of these popular counties, Biden winning Loudoun County, and things like Fairfax, Clark, Frederick, Clark, Fauquier, Prince William County, and many other counties, Biden was able to win. What's that? Oh, there's another county inside a county. There, Sanders able to win that county in a county. But Biden clearly the winner in Virginia. Moving on, at the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour, North Carolina was called for Biden. Again, Biden was able to really trounce Bernie again. It was expected, if we can go back to Virginia, these two states were expected to be relatively close, but Biden ended up just trouncing Bernie Sanders there. Sanders was able to pick up a few counties here in the West, but overall the picture is clear. Biden did clearly win North Carolina, and it's going to be interesting to see how that will affect. Sorry about that. And then, so moving on from North Carolina, at the top of the 8 o'clock hour, there was many states that were called. Alabama, I believe, was called for Biden. This is clear. I mean, he won every single county. Biden at 63, Sanders at 16, so he does pick up a few delegates, but not many at all. In addition, there was Tennessee, which was closer than Alabama, but still Biden domination in Tennessee. Biden was able to win 22 to Bernie's 12 delegates, so that's also going to be interesting to take a look at the delegate game. At the top of the hour as well, at the 8 o'clock hour, Maine was not called, Massachusetts was not called, Texas was not called, Oklahoma was not called. But moving on to the top of the 9 o'clock hour, I believe at this point Oklahoma was called around this time for Joe Biden, again sweeping every county in the state 38 to 25. So Sanders will pick up a few delegates from Oklahoma. Texas, take a look at this. Texas was a big win for the former vice president. The map does look colorful, but at the end of the day, Biden was able to pick this one up 34 to 30, and that's also very interesting to take a look at in the state of Texas. So Oklahoma, Texas. In Arkansas, this was at the bottom of the 8:30 hour. Biden again, there was one Sanders County there, but overall the picture's clear. Biden clearly winning there in Arkansas 40-22. Moving on from Arkansas, we have a few other states that we need to take a look at. At the top of the 9 o'clock hour, Colorado was called right at the top of the hour, 36-23, clear Sanders victory, 14-3. So clearly Sanders coming out on top. He was able to sweep most of the counties. A few counties for Michael Bloomberg, a few for Biden, but clearly Sanders winning in the state of Colorado. In Minnesota, we saw a Biden victory. This is one of the most unexpected victories for the former Vice President. Biden winning against Sanders by 9%. And Amy Klobuchar actually winning a few of these counties just based on early votes. So that really shows you how big of a margin. Amy Klobuchar was doing better in these states just based on early vote. That's how much of a net difference she had. That's very impressive. Sorry, we're not looking at North Dakota. We're looking at Minnesota. And now we're not looking at Minnesota. And then we also have to take a look at Massachusetts. This was called again here in this area of the state. Biden was able to do well. Sanders doing a bit better there, and then Warren coming out on top in a few counties. But overall, Biden wins Massachusetts. Big win for Biden. Unexpected win for the former vice president. Sorry about that. We're not looking at Arizona. We're looking at Utah. In Utah, Sanders was able to win 3-0, and then in California, Sanders was able to win there, but I think it probably wasn't the margin, the distance, that gap he wanted with the former vice president. I think they probably would have preferred a bit of a larger gap there than what they ended up getting, but a win's a win. And so Sanders, if we just moved out to the main map, Sanders winning California, Utah, and Colorado. So that's 4 states, and Vermont. So that makes 4 states. Biden wins Texas, Oklahoma, Minnesota, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, Virginia, Massachusetts, Maine. So clearly the winner there coming out of that. And so just moving along in this map, next up, we're going in March, we're going to be moving to Idaho and Washington and Arizona and Missouri and Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida. In terms of just first predictions, I'm gonna say all 3 of these states would go to Biden. Arizona also going to Biden. Idaho and Washington probably going to Sanders. North Dakota going to Sanders. Missouri, Illinois, hard to say. They might go to Sanders. These 4 states could go to either of them. But I'll be doing more in-depth predictions a bit later. But that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Good night.